Being able to effectively communicate in 2023 is going to be your greatest asset that nobody takes advantage of. This is why people like Andrew Tate have become so successful, because they can capitalize on their communication skills. Now, growing up, believe it or not, speaking and communication was actually my absolute biggest weakness. Like when it came to public speaking, even speaking with friends or like a group of people, man, literally like I'd be shaking, I'd be nervous. This was the most difficult thing for me to personally do. So in today's video, I'm gonna give you some tips on how to speak more like the top G, how to improve your speaking skills so that you can effectively communicate and become the absolute best version of yourself. Let's go. Number one, before anything else in this list, man, if you truly want to improve your speaking skills, you're going to have to start filming yourself on a very consistent basis. I woke up, it's like the scene in Spider-Man, whenever the Tobey Maguire one, like he gets his powers and then he sleeps like for an entire day, and he just like has like all these crazy dreams, and then like So it's like whenever you first start going to the gym, how do you know how good your form actually is? It's the same with speaking. Even if you do the things to improve your speaking skills, you're not going to actually know how effective you are at communication until you film yourself. So even if it's just like a little miniature vlog of you talking about your day that no one ever sees, do this each and every day, man. You can see your pacing. You can see if you use filler words. You can see everything about your speaking skills just by filming yourself. So this is the first step, man. This is what I personally did. I filmed hundreds of YouTube videos before even starting this channel to improve my speaking skills. So do whatever it takes so that you can see exactly how you're speaking and you can improve it. Your confidence is going to be the most important factor when it comes to speaking. You have to demand the attention of whoever you're speaking to. Obviously, the easiest way to have confidence within yourself is to have pride of your previous accomplishments. You know, like I know exactly who I am and I know my skills. So I can come on here and I can aggressively yell about these skills because I've been sculpting these for most of my life. If you are not that guy, how will you have confidence whenever you speak? How will you have any amount of confidence to back up what you are saying? So if you really want confidence in the way that you are speaking, man, maybe just keep your head down and actually build up some value into yourself. So whenever you speak, it's like you are royalty. And royalty, they speak like royalty because they're fucking royalty. So you have to become that to begin with. Now, a lot of people want to fake it until they make it, and you can do that as well. The best way to do that, man, when you speak, you need to demand the attention of everybody. Wherever you are at, do not be quiet. Do not be timid. Because most people, they speak like this, like, hi, my name's Austin, like, what's your name? You know, they speak like a nice guy, and that's how I used to speak, man. And no one cares about you when you speak like this. So you have to speak like you're a man of importance. You have to speak like what you have to say is fucking gold. Like everyone has to hear exactly what you're saying.
More rise and be worthy of this historical hour.
Next is going to be your tone. Now this depends strictly on personality because everyone's personality is different. Everyone's tone is going to be different. So my philosophy when it comes to tone is I like to have a pretty calm, consistent voice. But then I enjoy personally having spikes of sheer passion, if you have not noticed. So it's like that stability, that calmness of a lion. But then whenever something really riles you up, it's just like, boom! Like, you just get really excited and you can just talk about it. But that's going to be more my personal philosophy. I've watched hundreds of my videos, man. That's kind of the way I like to be perceived because everyone's going to want to be perceived differently. Like you can go to Alpha M's channel. He's going to talk like he's on crack.
Today, I'm going over 5 things a woman secretly wants you to do but will never ask. Number 1 is be a man.
I love Alpha M, man. But he's a little bit too hype sometimes. So you have to find the balance that works best for you when it comes to tone. Now, kind of on that subject is you want to slow down a little bit. You want to have control. And now this is especially in real life because when I convey my messages on YouTube, obviously there's so many different metrics. Like I want to get it out. But in real life, you cannot speak like that. You want to speak slowly as if each word has so much thought put into it. As if each word is a diamond within itself. I mean, go back, watch my last live stream, man. I hate being happy. I don't like the feeling of being happy. I think it's a stupid emotion. That is going to be a much better representation of how I will speak in person, how you should probably speak in person. It's like that slow, confident, steady speaking style. And personally, I think it's a very good way to speak. Stop using filler words. So many people, whenever they speak, they are so timid. They're, and. I want everybody watching this video to know something. If you are trying to sell a product to somebody, if you're trying to get a woman to go out with you, and when you are speaking to them, you are timid. You're You already killed the deal. It's over, because this shows a lack of confidence more than anything, bro. Like, whenever you are speaking, even if you are saying the most stupid stuff in the world, you gotta power through. Like, you gotta finish that idea. Do not stutter. Stuttering is going to kill everything. Nobody likes somebody using filler words. Stuttering, it makes you look insecure. Your body language is extremely important. So we need to find the correct balance, okay? So if you do not use your hands at all, for example, you look like you're not engaged. You look like a sloth. You look like you could not care less to be there. But then if you use your hands too much, like go back to my old videos, man, I used to do this shit all the time. I would use my hands way too frequently, and it made it look like I was very insecure in what I had to say. So this is whenever filming yourself really comes into play, because then you can really see how you use your hands. You know, like when you're speaking, you want to use the hands, but just not too much. Kind of in the same ballpark as the body language will be eye contact. You'll notice, man, I make eye contact with you guys whenever I speak to the camera. And now whenever you're speaking to a woman, you have to make eye contact. Whenever you're trying to finish a business deal, you have to make eye contact. So many people cannot even hold eye contact, man. And I find it to be a little bit disgraceful. So eye contact just shows that you have that confidence within yourself to speak to anybody. You're not afraid of anything. You're not afraid of how they will perceive the words that you have to say. Whenever you avoid eye contact, it makes you look insecure. This one is a little bit disagreeable, but I think whenever you're speaking, you should try to rid yourself of your accent as much as possible. A lot of people from my hometown, a lot of people who used to know the previous version of myself like 10 years ago, sometimes they come on this channel, they're like, oh, Austin, you sound completely different. That's not your real voice. First of all, I've been overseas for 4 years. I've only dated international women. My accent has actually changed. And second of all, whenever you have a thick accent, it's going to diminish the value of your words. You want your message to come off as clearly as possible to anybody, man. And also, it's going to add a little air of mystery as to where you're actually from. And especially, man, if you travel all over the world, like if you date women from Europe, date women from Russia, date women from South America, you have a very different accent that no one can really pin you down whatsoever. You're going to want to minimize your curse words. Now, I'm not against the usage of curse words. I think it should come every now and then when it feels necessary. But for the most part, I think it's unnecessary. It's too harsh. It's too aggressive. I think limit your amount of curse words. It looks a little bit trashy, but then every now and then, it'll sting much harder whenever you finally have the curse word. It'll mean a lot more because you're adding a lot more value to this curse word at this point, and it's going to make you look much classier. Now guys, I'm naturally an introvert, and I actually hate speaking. I do not like it. Whenever you see me in public, I'm gonna be silent. Here's the dealio, man. Words are energy. Whenever you speak, you are giving out energy. And here's the thing. Most people, they take this energy and they drain you. You lose your energy whenever you're speaking bullshit to people who aren't saying anything valuable. So one way to improve your speaking skills actually is to conserve a lot more energy to speak whenever it truly matters. You're going to have a lot more energy within the words that you say. This is why certain people, when they speak, it's like a fireball, man. It's because you put all of your collective energy into your words so that you can vocalize it. So if you're constantly going around chat, speaking, you're losing your energy and these words will lose value. So learn to actually withhold your words, and then whenever you do speak, make it as articulately as possible, as confidently as possible. Make sure you have proper body language. Make sure you grab the attention of whoever you're speaking with. Now, if anybody watching this needs help with their fitness goals, link in the description box for one-on-one coaching with me, Austin Wayne. Also, guys, pick up the kalosique supplements. We have pre-workout, whey protein, creatine, height growth supplements, all linked in the description box or kalosique.com. Also, if you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit that like button to push this video out into the YouTube algorithm. That's it. I'm gone.